Let's have a conversation.
Thank you for having me on. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, and I'm sure I'll see you at one of these events again
All
soon.
time, we got Mark with Mindful Reality Podcast, who I've been a guest on, and it was a blast.
Thank you for having me, honestly, and I cannot wait to do it again. We're going to do this again in the future. I just know it.
What's up, everybody? Good evening. I'm back. I'm here for a pre-show. The show is going to start in about 28 minutes on the East Coast, and I think Central Time as well. So I just popped in to say hi, see how everybody is doing. What's up, MC? I was out and about all day, so I wasn't really watching the feeds all that much today, but I've been getting updated by y'all. I have been looking at the feed clips on Twitter, but I haven't actually had a block of time to just sit down and watch the feeds. But I don't think too much happened today. Today was just kind of filler stuff that maybe some of the feeders are particularly interested in, but I don't think anything major happened after the big fireworks of last night. They've been going crazy with these, what do they call it? Comerica. They call it Comerica and they call it AmeriCorey. I mean, those two names do not flow together. but they flowed together last night. So I guess that's all that matters. Hey, Rory. So today it just looked like they were having more general game talks. If this person wins, who's going to go up? If that person wins, who's going to go up? I was told, I haven't seen this, but I was told that America already told Blue about her and Corey making out, which I'm not surprised about. I literally said that was going to happen when I went live this morning. I was like, the question is not, will America tell anybody? It's how soon is it going to take and who is it going to be? And I actually even said, I see it being a thing of her telling Blue. That was literally what I said. So I always say I don't mean to toot my own horn when it comes to things that I predict that are going to happen. But almost everything that I predict that is going to happen is going to happen because I'm a behavioral health specialist. So I study behaviors for a living. That gives me an unfair advantage when it comes to watching these people. Everyone's always telling me logically, this is the thing that's going to happen. Not everything is about logic. A lot of things are about tendencies. It's just like when you listen to Derek talk about Cody and they're like, how did you know that Cody was going to pick you when it comes to Final 3 instead of picking Victoria? Well, I know that Cody is a very loyal guy, and I knew that the type of relationship we had, I was willing to bet my game on the fact that he would take me in the Final 3 to the Final 2. That was based on studying tendencies, not by studying logic, because by logic, obviously Victoria would have been the easiest and most foolproof selection for him to make sure that he won that 500K. Congrats Congrats on your record high live streams. Appreciate that. Yesterday, randomly, I had 78 people in there. That stream currently has, I want to say 2,300 views, if I'm not mistaken. It was a pleasant surprise. Hi, Lin. Hey, Chocolate, good evening. I'm so upset I missed the party last night. There will be others. There will definitely be others. What I'm most excited about actually is not even the views. It's the fact that I gained about almost 100 subscribers in one night. And I've been gaining my subscribers 2, 3 at a time, 5 at a time. And then all of a sudden I get like 80 something in one live. All those people subscribed while I was live. So I was like, this is what's up, because now I think I'm only about 71 subscribers away from being at the monetization requirement for the subscribers. I still need a few more views. I need to get my views up. But in terms of the subscriber requirement, it has now gone from 1,000, which it was last year, to 500, which is significantly less. And last I checked, I was at 429. So I'm not too far off from being able to apply for that. Hey, Gail, how are you doing tonight? All my regulars are here tonight. Just a reminder, this is just a quick check-in kind of live, because I'm going to go live again at 9 o'clock after the episode, at 9:05 after the episode. And I'm going to have Ebony. You've seen Ebony in my chat, and we have communicated, and she is going to be joining my live this evening after the show. So we're going to break down the show a little bit, and y'all are going to get some different perspectives, because I always like collaborating excuse me with people, because I know that my opinions are not my opinions don't speak for the whole Big Brother community as a whole. Everyone has their own kind of opinions. So I always think it's cool to get other people with different voices. They might agree with some things, they might disagree with some things. What was your finding from searching the different IPs, searching for the channel from different IPs? It was a very hard switch, honestly, to go from music and mental health to this page, because music and mental health is already established. People can give me super chats right now on that page. People can subscribe to channel memberships right now on my music and mental health page. So to transition over to making this page, everything I put on this page, aside from if somebody gives me a donation with my PayPal or my Cash App, is totally free until I get this page monetized. So it was hard to transition to that. But the thing that I like about this page is that when people come to the page, they can easily see what the page is about. They're not wondering, because there's so many different things on it: music, mental health, fitness, motivational speaking, and then reality TV is like the 5th thing on there. So on this page, there's already been way more people that told me the algorithm sent me. Nobody on my other page was telling me the algorithm sent me. They were like, I just happened to find you randomly when I was scrolling through and looking for this, and then I randomly saw you. A lot of people on this page have already told me the algorithm sent me to your page. And I'm like, that was the whole purpose of me creating this page, to have something that had a specific niche. So that, and then also when I ask people from the shows if they want to do interviews with me, and they're like, give me the link to your page, they can clearly see, here's all his interviews, here's the shows that he covers, here's this and here's that. And it makes it easier. Yeah, actually, anybody who wants to collaborate with me when it comes to my page, I've done multiple collaborations before. I've collaborated with Retro Kitten, that's her username. I've collaborated with Nick Shorts. I've collaborated with Basketball Rewind. You know, there's multiple different pages that I have worked with, been on their channel, they've been on my channel. I'm a fan of collaboration when it makes sense. But I think that the consistency of me continuously coming on here every day has actually helped me when it comes to the algorithms. Because when I first started this page, I was kind of still much more committed to my music and mental health page. And I haven't dropped that page. It's just that realistically, I'm only one person. So I can't dedicate this much time to covering Big Brother and to covering that page. So that page kind of is second place. It kind of takes a back seat. It kind of takes a backseat until the Big Brother season is over, because the Big Brother season is such a commitment. I don't know if you guys realize that, but covering the page this much is a commitment, because it's not just me committing to being on here 1 to 2 hours a day or 3 hours a day, depending on what day it is, 1 to 3 hours a day. It's actually me committing to constantly checking in to being on top of whatever's happening in the house. Like if some kind of crazy thing happens, or I have to make sure that I know who won HOH, I have to hop on here and I have to talk about it. I have to make sure to see who won the power veto. I have to see if they have any kind of special twists, if there's any kind of argument, showmance. I'm on all of it. So it takes quite a lot of time and effort to do that. So it makes it hard for me to commit to other things, other pages, other shows. That's why I haven't even actually covered the challenge. I started off covering the challenge every week, but then I kind of looked at the landscape of what was happening on my page, and most of the people on here are most interested in Big Brother. So it didn't even really feel too much worth my time to take that 2 hours away to watch the show and take my notes like I do, and then make a live for that 20 people watch, versus I just watch that for my own personal enjoyment. And then, you know, this is the main squeeze that I cover. Don't feel bad about the challenge. This season isn't all that exciting. I'll chat again after the show. You know what I have to say about this season of Big Brother? I know that a lot of things people are complaining about, but I don't think that it has been that bad of a season. And I know people are like, I like season 24 more than I like season 25. I don't like season 24 more than I like this season. This season has had more twists and turns. This season has had more different variables to it. The first month of that season took a certain tone that I really did not enjoy. And I feel like that season was pushed in a certain direction because of production. I really do. So, I mean, I only would have been happy with the season if Taylor won. If Taylor had gone out week 3, week 4, any one of these weeks that she went on the block early on, I would not have enjoyed the season. But just because Taylor stayed in there the entire time, then we had Monte, and then we had Taylor pulling out the unlikely win. that like underdog story made the season endearing in retrospect. But if she wasn't there, I'd feel totally different. If they had gotten her out week 1 and you had all the same people in the house, the season would have been totally different. I'm telling you, it would have been totally different. I think people like season 24 had more drama. People complain about the season now. Just watch. I know, right? Absence makes the heart grow fonder. That's what it is. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. When you don't see something for a while, all of a sudden it becomes a classic when you think back to it. Now season 24 is a classic, apparently. At this point, I was stepping away from BB24 for my mental health. This season, I'm staying up to watch the feeds. Yeah, I mean, the worst thing that people are saying about this season is that the people are not good with the gameplay, and they might be complaining that it's boring because there's not a lot of fights and explosions, but it'll happen. I feel like it's going to happen at some point. Hi. Hope everyone's having a marvelous weekend. Like, subscribe, share, comment, and set your notification bell. Let's set a new record tonight. When you come back here in an hour and 13 minutes or an hour and 18 minutes after the episode, pop back on here. I like seeing and knowing that Noah and Danielle were going home prior to jury. It fed my soul. Hello, Tammy. Yeah, like retrospect. Not in retrospect. People just forget. That's what it is. I mean, so I liked some of the characters on 24. You know, Jasmine was pretty funny. Turner was hilarious. I loved the Monte thing. But literally, y'all don't realize how much more entertaining that season was just because of Taylor. I genuinely feel that way. Take Taylor out of there, the ratings plummet. The entertainment factor plummets. She saved the season single-handedly, in my opinion. Hey, Debbie, how are you doing tonight? So what do y'all think of Comerica? Because most of you were not here when I made my quick live this morning. You like it? You dislike it? Me personally, y'all know how I feel about Comerica. That's why I love seeing how successful Taylor has become this year. Yeah, shout out to Taylor doing her thing. Entertainment Tonight. She's here in New York, I think, right now for a New York Fashion Week. You know, she's living out a lot of the dreams that she had that she would never have gotten if a twist of fate, unrelated to the show, which was Paloma leaving, turned out to be a blessing in disguise. I only like BB24 because of her miracle run. Honestly, I could care less. Oh, you and me both. You and me both. Because I woke up and I checked Twitter and I saw the video clips and I was like, oh, they are not a hot couple. Yeah, they're a couple who, if I happen to see them doing some PDA in public, I would be like, I'm going that way. I'm not interested in this. This is kind of gives me the shivers. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta be honest. It doesn't tickle my fancy. It's not something I'm gonna be waiting up at night to see if they make out again. Oh no. You know how I feel about that show, Mets. I like if I like America, if people just hold her, they'll never do that. Last season was trauma triggering. Comerica is mega bussin' cringy. You know what? I'm actually saving this. I'm actually saving that comment. Send that to Turner. I think I like seeing how Corey and America talk about each other to others. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny how they try to downplay each other and how they feel about each other and all that. Corey and Izzy's chat, as well as America and Blues, were insightful. What did they talk about in those chats? Because like I said, I was out all day, so I didn't really catch too much of what happened. I only caught little clips of it, so I don't really know. I didn't get any major alerts, but I want to... Yeah, we have a few minutes left. So I just want to shout out all the people who are on this channel. Some people only appreciate those who are new because they want to just put on a, show face for the people who are new. And it is definitely always important to open up the door and welcome everyone who is new, who is seeing you for the first time, and put on the best face for those people. But I always say that it's important to recognize the core people as well who have been here, because actually those who have been here since my last page know that there was a transition and there was a time period where I had like 10, 15 of y'all, 20 of y'all on this page only. And there was nobody else. There was no new people. Nobody was seeing the page except for these people who happened to follow what I was asking for on my community post on my music and mental health page and my videos that I was making, where I was like, please transfer over here. Please transfer over here. And only a few people did it. And those are my core people. And every time somebody new jumps in here, I don't even have to tell y'all, everybody is like, welcome to the MRT family. You're going to enjoy it here. You're going to enjoy Mark's page and his perspectives and whatever. I don't even have, you guys are the welcoming committee and the skeleton crew at the same time. So appreciation for that. I owe those 100 followers that I got yesterday, close to 100, and the 2,300 random spike of views that I got yesterday to that. And even if today I don't duplicate or replicate that, I know that my core people are going to be here regardless of whether there's 1,000 people in the chat or 5 people in the chat. You'll be the 5. So this is just, I'm taking this last few minutes before the show starts for an appreciation. Does it come on at 8:30? I'm not going to be on here till 8:30. I'm sorry. But does it come on at 8:30? Because that means I have to adjust my live time. Of course, people would start coming on now. That's funny. So if the show is coming on at 8:30, that means I have to adjust my time. Oh, it starts at 8:30. Okay, so give me like 1 second. I'm still here. I just have to I have to adjust the time because I put my live to start at 9:05, and if it starts at 8:30, that means that it's gonna end at 9:30. So I can't do my live at 9:05. Okay, let's change that. 9:35. Thanks, Cameron and Tammy. Oh, let me Corey or in America or Jared and Blue. What does that mean? Who do I like more between those two couples? It's like comparing $1 and 4/4. Corey told Izzy they had. Oh, really? I wish I could. Why did nobody post that clip? She asked who else would know, and he said, "Probably America." Probably told Blue. So everyone. Corey told Izzy. Wow. I can't. I can't believe Corey would tell Izzy that. I feel like Izzy is gonna tell Jared. Jared is gonna tell Sari. I feel like Blue is kind of better at holding secrets than Izzy. Honestly, I don't understand how you can be so hooked up overnight, but in the bathroom swiveling your hips for Cameron. She's gone after the show. Thank you. I went up. I know that I'm behind on the comments again. America and Corey talked about that. He basically told America to spend a bit more time with Cam. And she told him, even though she's flirting with Jag, dancing for Cam, Corey is her person. I think her person was the best of the bunch. That's what I think. I won't be back. I have to go to work. Oh, you got to work on a Sunday night? Well, thanks for stopping in. That kind of sucks having to work on a Sunday night. I hope you like your job. Y'all know how I feel about mine. Oh, I'm actually going to have to reach out to Ebony because I don't think that she's on here, and tell her about the schedule. Why is it starting at 8:30 tonight? Is it because of football? Is it because of the football season? I'm just sending a message. Excuse me. Okay. So it's starting at 8:30. All right. Charm Life, you are the biggest Comerica fan on here. Does anyone else find it strange with the uproar wanting Jared to go home, but no one is talking? Wait, the uproar wanting Jared to go home? Who wants Jared to go home? But no one is talking about America wanting to target all the African American women. Oh, the uproar of last week and people wanting Jared to go home because of that. I got you. It's okay for America flirting with. I know, right? When Taylor was playing pool with the guys, they wanted to crucify her, and that was week 1. Now it's okay for her to flirt with all the guys for game purposes. Come on. 60 Minutes got pushed back to. I know I love showmances before the will they, so I'll probably getting over it in the coming weeks. I have spawned. What's going on? So you reminded me when I see your name on here. She's 27, Chocolate. I am going to do this. There's this cool theater. It's kind of a small theater in Brooklyn, and I'm gonna rent it out for my birthday. Not on my birthday, but Big Brother is going to be on Tuesday, October 3rd. So I'm gonna rent that theater out, and it's going to be. I'm gonna have a Big Brother watch party in that theater in New York, where people can come and watch the episode that is on that day, and maybe some live feeds. I haven't quite worked that out yet, but that's my goal. That's what I want to do. And maybe, I don't know how I would make this work, but maybe I would have some sort of live stream where some of it is viewable on my YouTube page. That's what I want to do. I think that would be a cool thing to do. It's something I've wanted to do for a while, but I think that would be an ideal time because it's the day after my birthday and it just happens to line up. And I have a few people that said they would be interested, so I might give it a try and see what happens. I've always wanted to host my own events. I've now attended multiple challenge events. I attended a Survivor event. I attended 2 Big Brother events now. What is it? Challenge, Survivor, Big Brother. I think that's it. I've attended events from those 3 shows. I've enjoyed them, but I have wanted to throw my own. The one caveat to that is that I've wondered who would come without having people from the show there. I do have show contacts, but some of them that I reached out to, their prices were prices that I could not necessarily justify paying with the bankroll that I have, considering that I would also have to rent out the venue and possibly cater the thing. And yeah, those costs are costs in and of themselves, but then you add in the guest appearance fees for some of them and not necessarily worth it. So I'm thinking starting small and just having it as a small watch party with just me there, and people just come, they watch it on the screen, get something to eat, something like that. Yeah, America's 27. So is it 8:30 or is it 8:41? 8:41 would honestly make more sense, because if it's pushed back like how it was pushed back for the golf, it had like a 8:36 starting time one time. So I don't know. Somebody please tell me the schedule so that I can know when I need to get off here, so that I don't miss any of the episode, please. And then so that I know when to reschedule my post show for. Is it 8:30 or is it 8:41? Messing with a 21-year-old. It's weird to me. Like the whole Corey thing is weird. It's weird to watch. Every part of it has not been cute to me. None of it has been like cute and endearing. I'm like, what am I watching right now? This is gives me the shivers. I don't find it cute at all. I'd love to come, but Virginia is too far away from Brooklyn. I hope you can. You know what? That's an option, though. Perhaps I can have the thing in the building, but also have a stream. And I don't know, so that I have 2 ways of people being able to view it. Except the only thing with the stream part of it is the fact that I definitely would not be able to show you guys the episode or even have the camera on while the episode is on, because as soon as they hear audio, they would shut the stream down instantly, unless I streamed somewhere else. Maybe a Zoom stream. I don't know. The Eagles and Patriots game ended at 7:41. Who won the game, by the way? 8:41 sounds right because the football game ran past 7:38. So I think I should just go ahead and reschedule this thing for. I'm going to reschedule the post live for 9:45 just to be safe with that. Yeah, so I rescheduled the post live for 9:45. My birthday is October 2nd, by the way. So regardless of whether I do the Big Brother thing or not, last year I did a birthday stream. This year I want to do another birthday stream. Somebody give me some ideas of what I could do for a birthday stream. Last year I just kind of got on and reflected about the year. There was nothing special to it. I did get super chats though. That was cool, but I didn't really do much outside of that. If anyone has any interesting ideas of what I could do for a birthday stream, my birthday is October 2nd. I hope there's a slop segment this week on the show. The house guests have gotten creative with their meals. Yeah, I was watching that on the streams. The game ran long. The guide is still stating 8:30. Okay, well, I set it for 9:45. I'm going to get off here at 8:30. So I could start anywhere from 9:30 to 9:45. It depends on when it ends. Oh, man, the Eagles won. I'm not an Eagles fan. Sorry. I would stream in Eagles 25-20 and Patriots fail to pass. Man. Q&A. That's an interesting idea. Who would like a Q&A for my birthday stream? If you would like a Q&A, put a Y in the comments. If you would like something else, type it in so I can have some different ideas. Reaction. A reaction to what? The show? What would you want a reaction for? I'm down for a Q&A if anyone would want that. If anyone would be interested in a Q&A, I would do that. That's cool with me. 1, 2, 3. 3 yeses. I'll ask again, but that's a good idea. Like, we could request things you could react to. Why? Looks like people like your idea, Ma. Q&A. That's an interesting one. I could do a Q&A. Q&A could be fun. Ask me whatever. You could ask me non-Big Brother questions, non-TV show questions. It's a birthday, so therefore it's not just about TV land. All right. I have great ideas always. Blue is quickly becoming. She is? Wow, she can cook? I didn't even know. Shout out to Blue. By the way, who's the New Yorkers on the show? I think Blue is from New York. I think Izzy. And did America say that she's living in New York? I know that for sure whoever's from New York, I'm going to try to get an interview with them as soon as they get off the show. I will try. I can't say that it's going to happen, but I can say that I will make an attempt. But Blue was the first person that I knew, okay, she's in New York. Hopefully I can get an interview with Blue. whenever she becomes available. I still have Aza's menu from the Big Brother premiere party. She had a bunch of African foods on there. It touched my heart. Because that's half my background on my dad's side. She had the jollof rice on there. Some people don't know what that is, but some people should. Some people might. Let's say that. Felicia said Blue made slop tastes like ramen noodles. Oh, wow. They really seem to enjoy Blue's risotto slop. He had me wanting to try it. America was going to come to the... Oh, I heard that actually. But you know what? If I had seen her at the party, I probably wouldn't have cared because I wouldn't have known who she is. So it's better that she was actually on the show because now I know who she is. I would have questions to ask her. Oh, you know about jollof rice, chocolate? She has done several dishes that have impressed the house. She made a teriyaki slop. That's interesting. I feel like slop used to give you less options. I feel like they are more liberal with what they give you for a slop versus past seasons. Wasn't there a season where slop was like PB&J for a week? Like, what does slop entail at this point? Because I see them with whey protein, and I see them with a lot of different things. Does it just mean that your food has to be blended up? Like, what is the slop requirement? How can you make dishes out of it? Okay. So I have an extremely important question for you, Chocolate. If you have had jollof from Ghana and Nigeria, which one did you think is better? And think carefully about your answer because it could determine your mod status. I'm just saying. It seems the base is the same, but they are allowed different seasonings. Oh, okay. In BB22, Ian started to get sick. Oh, I see. There is a screen capture on Twitter with the basic slop recipe. It's still oat-based. They are using different seasonings. I feel like I wouldn't mind slop. I don't know. Maybe I would get sick, but looking at it, looking at the stuff they can use, I don't necessarily feel like I would be like, oh, I'm going to lose like 10 pounds this week. That's cool. I'm eating stuff that's not processed and is not fried. And I kind of think I would do okay with slop. Matt has a tough stomach. Oh my good. The PB&J, let me tell y'all. In 2006 through 2010, I was in college. I was in college from 2006 through 2010. So we had a cafeteria card where my parents could load up a certain amount of money onto the cafeteria card. And I go to the cafeteria and I swipe the card whenever I'm getting my food, right? So we had $500. I had $500 put on my card by my parents for the semester. The semester was from like August through December, which is about September, October, November, December, 4 months. And I used the whole card up in probably 2 months. And when the card was used up, I went to the store, I went to the grocery store, and I bought bread, and I bought peanut butter, and I bought jelly, and I bought ramen noodles. So for 2 months, I ate nothing but ramen noodles and PB&J sandwiches, literally for 2 months. I mean, there was a point when I did feel like I was malnourished, but it took about 3 weeks or so. It took about 3 weeks before that happened. But so that just goes to show you that I could probably do slop. Okay, so chocolate, you're lucky because your mod status was possibly on the line based on your answer, but because of the fact that you have not had one of the two options, I have to just give you a pass for the question and move on. Yeah, chocolate got a pass because she only had one, so I can't hold you to a standard if you have not had both and had a chance to eat both and tell me which one tastes better. Corey has been on slop for 17 pounds. Where? How could he lose 17 pounds? He was already incredibly tiny. Wake. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. I still have the menu, like I said, for the Big Brother premiere party in my car. And it was cool because Azah named every dish and even every beverage after something on Big Brother 24. It was all Big Brother 24 themed, the whole menu. They even had a drink called the Taylor Hale. It was very, very creative. I was like, when I saw her, I was like, by the way, Azah is supposed to be getting an interview from me. Azah was supposed to be on my channel. Where you at, Azah? I'd be PBJ all day with protein shakes in between. Ever since I've gotten to college, I ate a lot of pizza too. We ordered pizza a lot when I was in college. I used to have a little job that was paying minimum wage, which at the time was like $7 an hour. And I would spend all that money on food, clothes, entertainment. That's it. I would get I worked that job maybe 20 hours a week. I would get a paycheck. I would get almost all the money because how much are you going to tax $280? So I would get maybe like $250 every 2 weeks. And I would spend that in 2 to 3 days. And then I would be like, wait a minute, I need toiletries. I need toothbrushes and toothpaste, and I need laundry soap and all that kind of stuff. And I'm here spending it on, we go out to a restaurant one night and I want to just splurge at the restaurant, or we go to the mall and I want to buy a bunch of clothes, and my whole 2-week paycheck is gone on that stuff. When my dad was in college, every Sunday at 8:26, you know what? That's kind of weird. That reminds me of when the cast goes, it's 11:06, hey, it's 11:06, hey. But we had this thing by my school called Wings Wednesday, where there was this wings place nearby, that the wings on Wednesday, I want to say, were 10 cents per wing. And we would go there every single Wednesday because it was the only thing that we could do outside of the campus that did not break the bank. 10-cent wings. And the wings were good too. I looked forward to that every Wednesday because calf food, I mean, my cafeteria was not the worst thing in the world, but it wasn't the best in the world either. And you get tired of calf food after a while. But that's commitment. 8:26 every Sunday. That is commitment right there. What made your dad start doing that? And do you follow the tradition? That's the other important question. I actually went to the same school, the same college that my parents met at. And my sister went to that school before me also. So there was four of us in my family, and all four of us went to the same college, which was none of our hometowns also. I went there. I'm the youngest in the family, and I was the last to go. I went 1 year somewhere else, and then I went to that college the following year. Another great idea, college experience night. Do you think that that would be better on the other channel? Because that's kind of what I'm thinking. It's a good idea. It's just off, you know, based on what I do on this channel. But if you guys think that people would participate here, I'll do it here. It doesn't matter. Let me know. And would you be interested in a college experience night? Tell me in the chat. I don't remember, and no, I don't follow it, but it'll soon be. Oh, that's probably why you thought of it, I assume. I think one of his friends started it. I don't know. There were some weirdos at the college he went to. I went to a college in Michigan. It was a private school, and it was about 20 minutes away from Notre Dame, and the school I went to was boring. So me and my friends always went over to Notre Dame and pretended like we were students there so that we could share in whatever activities they were doing over there. So we were in South Bend, Indiana, most nights. The school I went to was in Michigan, but South Bend, Indiana was about 20 minutes away. And then Chicago was about an hour, maybe an hour and change away. So we also would go sometimes and spend the weekend in Chicago, and that was always fun. I love Chicago. I think that is so dope. Your parents met at the college and you all went there as well. Yeah, and my parents came from, other countries. My dad was from Ghana, my mom is from Guyana, and they both met in the USA at that school. They both came over to that school for a better life. They both got degrees. My dad in his career was an accountant. My mom she recently is a retired nurse. She retired a couple of years ago, but she became an RN. They made good lives for themselves. They made good lives for us, better than the ones that they lived. And I'm just here trying to move the needle some more with the things that I'm doing, which are not, quite the traditional stuff that they did. But when it succeeds, I just hope that my mom will be proud of me for those things. I think I got enough stories of college, and I haven't even been there a month. I already had a drunk I almost throw up while I was showering. That's kind of funny. And kind of crazy, but kind of funny also. I think it would still be interesting because a lot of you have experiences that are interesting that you put in the chat. Come on, RN. It's a tough job, and I think she started doing it. And I think she got her RN somewhere in the 80s, I want to say. So she did it for like a good 40, I think close to 40 years or more than 40 years, possibly. I'll have to ask her the exact number, but it's a tough job. Respect for that. I respect her for that. Tough physically and mentally, and she actually worked during the time of the pandemic also. So she worked in Jamaica Hospital, which, if anyone knows anything about New York, Jamaica Hospital is one of the one of the harder hospitals to actually work at as a nurse, and they transferred out all the regular patients in 2020. They were putting them in stadiums, and they were like, your hospital is now a COVID-19 center. So we're just transferring out everybody that does not have COVID-19 and transferring all the COVID-19 patients in here. And if you don't like it, you can quit. I went to an HBCU. Oh. You went to an HBCU. I wish I had gone to an HBCU. Love that you share your parents' story. Mad respect. All right, y'all. I'm about to hop off. And I don't know whether it's starting 8:30, 8:41, but I will see you back within 5 to 10 minutes after it completes. And I will see y'all then.
So you literally were one of my very first followers. And then when you followed me and I, followed back, I was like, this dude is cool. Like,
if they say talk to your manager, you just say, you know what, talk to the hand. You don't need to be on my podcast. But, yeah, dude. Yeah, you do a great job.
Thank you. I always get a kick out of talking with you on Patreon. You have a really good, view on everything.
That wasn't planned.
You know what?
Thank
but
you.
I like this Canadian.
Well,
I like this one.
well,